Good morning. We are on day 105 and it really does feel like fall today. I mean, yesterday did too with the rain, but today's a little cooler than it was yesterday. So it's not raining, but I do have my shell on because I'm a little cool. It's going to be time to start getting out some gloves. To be fair, we are at elevation because we're still in the Shenandoahs. So that does make things a little cooler, but it is getting to, I guess, later December now. We're past the halfway, or September. Don't rush it yet. So on day 105, we're going to actually be taking a short day. We're just doing 14 miles today. And the reason for the short day today is because we'd like to do some laundry and shower. And we're crossing a highway out into a town. I think it's Elkwood. I'm not sure. I didn't get internet reception up here, so I really couldn't check all the town names and whatnot. And even if I did, I'd probably forgotten the name. But I believe that's where we're going. And it has a gear store, so I'm gonna try to see if I can find some gloves. And they have a hiker's lounge in the back of their store. And what a hiker's lounge means essentially is they have a shower back there, a little couch or two, and a place to do laundry for through hikers, which is super great. There's a few outfitters along the way that do that. So that's great. So you pay a couple of bucks and you wash your clothes and you have a shower and you chill for a bit, and then you get back on the trail or hostel or wherever you're going. We'll just come back to the trailhead when we're done, but it's a nice easy way to get washed up and clean our stanky stuff, especially when it rained yesterday. Things are a little damp and didn't quite dry as well, and they start to get stinky real fast. So that is the plan for today, and I will show you what I'm running on here. It's definitely today probably in the mid 60s, so about, I don't know, maybe 12, 14 degrees Celsius. It's misty. It was supposed to be, according to the weather a couple days ago, sunny today, so maybe this will burn off. It was raining up until this morning in the wee hours, so it wasn't predicted to rain anymore, but again, I didn't have internet, so I have no idea if the weather changed because I can't tell. I can just tell you right now, it's misty and it's cool and it's not raining. So that's the bonus. But hopefully that also means it's the wasp population is calm and chill and staying in their little nests and not going to bother me. But I am wearing pants today because it's not raining. And that's pretty much it. So I'll stop talking and start cracking on. Okay, so today actually has quite a bit of elevation. We got quite a few up and down 500s. We have up and down 1,000 at the very end. And this is just one of the many up 500s we have to go. It doesn't lead to any particular hill, just up and down. All right, so let's get up and down. can see his little white butt cheeks. Not overly skittish, these deers. I think it's only my 5th one today. Yesterday, I think I counted about 18 or 20. Oh, and there's the other one. They're just chilling out, doing their thing. And there's the other baby. Hi. Okay, I'm gonna go through. You follow Mom. Okay. They're all together now. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. So we're at Smith Roach Gap right now. Just gonna have some lunch on these rocks. The ridge, because there's no real place in the bush to stop because it's wet and, well, it's wet. So we're gonna stop here for lunch. Okay, so this is kind of the best view I've got from High Top Mountain. We just climbed about 1,200 feet. The clouds are still a little gray, but it's trying to clear. Not too bad. Nice and cool with the wind. And it's a bit legit. Not terribly exciting. So let's get down and get to the other side. So you know, laundry and a burger. Just to wrap up the evening, we are at Smith Gap, Smith Roach Gap trailhead. Came out of there about, I guess about 2-ish. We only were doing 14 miles today, so we ended up going into Elkton to get our laundry done and have a shower at a gear stop. They have a backpackers lounge in the back, so that's what we went and did. And we stopped off at the grocery store, got a bit of supplies, and now we're back out at the trailhead. We've had some food, and really at this point it's just a matter of relaxing for a little bit and probably falling asleep within the hour, because there's not much sunlight left. I think it gets pretty dark around 8 o'clock now, so the days are definitely getting shorter. And then tomorrow we start off right here and get going. And I think tomorrow it's an 18.5-mile day, so a much bigger day. But we won't have to stop anywhere for supplies. So that's pretty much it. And I'm going to go to bed now. Good night. Good morning. We are at day 106, and it's pretty early. Well, 7:30, roughly my usual time, especially with the sun not really getting up until about 7. So it's a little chilly of a morning again, but we are at 2,500 feet roughly. And so I think it's about 8 degrees, so high 40s. And the plan today is to do 18.5. So a bigger day than yesterday, but not too bad. I think the elevation actually will be better today. Not quite as much. Oh, pardon me. I had a protein shake this morning. And the weather looks gorgeous. You can hear the birds singing. So they're happy it's sunny. It shouldn't be a hot day, just, I don't know, 20s. So one of those perfect fall days. With the leaves on the ground. Yesterday did get our laundry and stuff done at the Elkton, Virginia. And I think we've only got another 3 more days left in the Shenandoahs and then we're done. But so far so good. I've quite enjoyed the Shenandoahs. They have plenty of way stations, which has been really good and handy for things like bathrooms, water supplies, ice cream snacks. They're good for resupply for through hikers. They're a little expensive. They don't have a lot, but they're definitely handy for something quick and easy. And they do cooked food, so you can buy yourself a sandwich or coffee or something like that. We didn't stay near a way station last night, so no coffee this morning because, quite frankly, we're just too lazy to make it in the morning. I usually prep everything the night before, like my lunch and the water bottles and get everything, so I really just have to have breakfast and go. It just makes the morning routine a lot faster. Because I'm in the morning, it's been chilly, but I'm also a bit lazy in the morning. I like to dawdle. So if I have everything ready, I get out faster because the best miles are in the morning. You have more energy. But anyway, aside from my morning routine, let me show you what I'm running on. So this is my trail this morning. It's a slight incline, which is why I might be huffing a little bit because my legs haven't woken up yet. They always need a good half an hour before I get my stride. Even still, after 106 days, they don't like mornings either. But yeah, it's a nice trail this morning. Things are not wet, which is nice, because yesterday all these plants were wet and my pants were soaked. But today, they're dry. So, that's the trail, and let's get started. Okay, I went to go grab my hanky and realized it wasn't there, so I had to walk back for it. And this is how the trees, prickly, steal your gear. It's these thorny things. All right, now let's get back started. I had to walk back a little bit for this because these little hankies have served many, many purposes, and you don't want to be without one. All right, let's keep going again. We're about 4 miles in today. You can see this part of the trail has been really well maintained. So, gotta thank, I guess, the people who do that. I don't know if it's the park people, because we're still in Shenandoah, but there are definitely other parts where the trail gets quite overgrown, so to have it weeded back like this is great, because it definitely helps with prevention of getting ticks on you, because those are still a thing. I guess I was told by a local that ticks kind of have 2 big seasons, in the early summer and in the early fall. They have a resurgence. So, and we did actually see a tick on Jeff's bag the other day. Not on us, and we're wearing pants as well, so we still do our tick checks, but haven't haven't, like, for all the, I don't know, hype about it, ticks have really been kind of not an issue. I think in total we've had 2 attached and 2 found on this entire trip so far. So I know that wasn't the case for Nobos because they were through the grassy area during a high season of ticks. So maybe it's just because we were in Maine and everything was wet and there just weren't any. I don't know. But that was our experience with it. But anyway, thought I'd share, and we're just going to keep on going. These guys always freak me out. He's just chilling there. Just a rat snake. It's a decent sized one, and yes, they are alive. They're not poisonous. And clearly he's lazy and not in the mood for moving. But they still always make me jump until I realize what I'm looking at, and then I'm just like, ugh, the deflated tire. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so that was one of the rocky outcrops to a view to the west. The other ones prior to that were the views to the east, because we're just kind of running all along a ridge here, and we're on our way down. We're about 9 miles in, so not quite halfway, but pretty close. It's been a beautiful sunny day. Had a little video of a few of the Sobo family members scooting by. It was G-Man and Shiitake. So we're all kind of in this 1 or 2 day bubble. So some ahead, some behind. I seem to be kind of smack in the middle of it. So that's good. So I get to see quite a few people, at least the Sobo family. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, so that last picture there was just a picture of one of my viewers I ran into on the hike. So I just want to say a shout out to you, and I think it's Kathleen, and if I got that wrong, I apologize. I'm terrible with names. But I remember the puppy's name was Virginia, but that was kind of easy. It was great to meet you, and I wish you well on your hike. All right, I'm going to give you some more views of I think we are now looking at the east side. No, the west side. Okay, yet another view. We are headed down. I think we got another 4.5 more miles to go, and that'll be that till we get to the picnic site for dinner. Okay, so we just came out to a parking lot that's clearly being fixed. We're about 2,800 feet up here. So we've got a little bit of a view. And I think we got about another 2 more miles to go and we are done for the day. Although I think Jeff is having a hard day today because he's just being a little slow. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so for the end of the evening, we ended up at a picnic site. So we're just gonna make some food and call it a night. That's the great thing about being here in the fall. There isn't anybody else other than these little gnats, but I guess you can't have everything. All right, that's pretty much it for tonight.